I'm Tridge Banergee.
Tridge, tell me what your background is.
I'm from India, as you can already kind of maybe understand by my accent and the way I look. And yeah, and I moved here about less than 2 months ago.
Is there a specific accent and look that I'm supposed to be looking for to make sure that you're Indian?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of Indians have this very neutral accent, which is an amalgamation of English and North American, a bit of British, Northern Islandish, also Australian, like all mixed up. So it's funny.
Did you go to school in India then?
Yeah. I went to school. I learned English there. Yeah.
And do you hear a difference between the various types of English accents that you hear here?
Oh yeah.
And then they all say that they're from India as well?
Oh yeah, they are absolutely. Like I've met so many Indians over here who have very different kind of accents altogether, because English is not really our first language. Our first language is through the different languages that we were born with and we started speaking for the first time. Most of us, probably 99% of the entire population of India who learned this language actually learned it in their school, not through their family. So especially most of the schools are Christian schools, with majority of it being taught in the North American accent, and some obviously because we were ruled by British for 200 years, so the British accent kind of was left behind when British left India. So it's so funny, right? Like mix of American and British. Yeah, that's Indian accent.
So what is it that made you want to go to Canada?
Ah, interesting. Canada is the next America, don't we all think, right? Like, it's a land of opportunities, and people are just so nice. Like, the whole world knows that Canada is like, people are so polite. People hold doors for each other at random public places. And the fact that someone else would care enough for somebody else without even knowing that person at all. But that's the diplomatic way of answering it. But honestly speaking, being gay in India sucks.
Yeah? Why
Period.
is that?
We still have a very old draconian law which was brought into the country when British were ruling India. And in the whole law, the sexual orientation of a man loving a man or a woman loving a woman is simply looked down upon. And not just that, it's like the law is made in such a way that people will be put behind bars, and there's going to be like imprisonment and fines, but those are the real tangible aspects, like you're thrown into a prison. But also there is this right from childhood, people will abominish like you, and they will make fun of you, bully you, and people will look down upon you. There's no respect. And I thought to myself that all this is a learning, of course, and as much as I have to accept myself, I hope that the people around me, my school friends, my family members, my other friends, my college buddies, my relatives, everyone would accept me. But it went on to a level where I thought that I need a restart. Like, when your computer or your phone is acting funny and you've tried all ways, but what you do when your phone is like really weird, you do a full restart, right? Like a hard restart. You delete all the apps, you delete everything, you reinstall the operating system. That was the agenda, restarting me, a second chapter.
Do you have someone that you care for here?
No, not now. I came with an open mind, and I just came with like 2 bags of suitcases and a dream to be loved and to have a new restart. Right now, I think it's too early. I've been meeting a lot of people. People are nice, and it's nice to arrive in such a beautiful weather, like spring. Well, I think we just skipped spring, but the summer is here, and I haven't met anyone special though, but I am hoping that
And,
someone will, I'll meet someone. Let's see.
yeah, so what do you do?
I work as an intern right now in one of the largest communications agency called Publicis Group, and I work in one of their agencies here in Toronto called Zenith Media. So I'm right now an intern.
Did you work in Canada and India? What was your job in India?
Oh yeah, I mean, in India, I've been in this industry, which is media and advertising industry, for a very very long time. Almost a decade, if I could say so. Like right after my graduation, I've been in the advertising domain. I worked with a lot of agencies and a lot of Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies in India. And so when I got here, I was doing a lot of networking before moving here, and I think I was just blessed by the great nation of Canada that within a week of arrival, I got through an interview with this amazing company, and they liked me. And I did tell them that, hey, I do understand that the Canadian business is very different the way the Indian business functions, but I'm eager to learn and I'm eager to apply. So I think they really liked my enthusiasm. So they were like, okay, we would love to bet on you. So here I am, 2 months into the internship, and I think so far it's nice.
How old are you?
How old do I look? I am going to turn 33 this December.
Okay. Now, is this internship paid or not?
This is a paid internship, yeah, but it doesn't pay that much. I'm still on minimum wage, which sometimes it's difficult, especially for an immigrant, because there are so many costs. There's so many things to buy almost on a daily basis, which living on minimum wage, sometimes, you have to prioritize your budgets.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what would you want to do after this internship?
Oh, interesting question. Now that I'm into this internship, I've seen a lot of tools and technologies that are used in the advertising industry, especially here in Canada, and I I do feel that I may end up liking it, but this is something probably I would not enjoy in the long run because I'm a people's person. I love interacting with people. I love exchange of an energy when I meet someone and I speak to someone, whoever it could be. I'm speaking this in the non-romantically way, like just generally making a human connection with another person. But the majority of my work is based on speaking to a computer. Like literally, I'm typing everything. Of course, there's a human at the other end, but the majority of it is very, 1 + 1 = 2, which I think, which is nice, by the way. I mean, of course, they're making millions and millions of dollars every year, right? But to think of it as a person that I am, I think I can, and I think this is for everyone, that if I can't make someone else happy and valuable and felt nice when I speak to that person, then the whole existence of being a human fails. So I think I would love to take up a job where I can speak to a person regularly. Like I love speaking. I love that human connection. So I am thinking probably a communications kind of a role in future. So I'm using this internship basically to have like a platform to network to a lot of people so that they see my enthusiasm and they say that, okay, this is a nice person who could be a brand ambassador for their brand. So yeah.
Is networking difficult?
It is done differently here in Canada. Like in India, networking is pretty much, hey, hi, I'm so and so. This is what I do. It's more of selling in India, like direct selling. Like okay, like it could be selling of your company services or sell yourself. Like hey, can you give me a job? I'm so much in trouble. But here in Canada is very different. I've noticed that I've been to a few networking events already, and over here it's like building that friendly relationship over a coffee or a drink or over dinner or whatever it is. Like I realized one thing though, that over here in Canada, people, yeah, like hard skills matter, but they put a lot of emphasis on soft skills, which means that I'm going to spend 7 hours or sometimes even 10 hours a day with that person. Do I like hanging out with that person? If yes, then sure, you got the job. But if not, then no matter how great you are with your hard skills, I would probably need to get back to you. So, yeah.
what would you want to see for yourself 3 years from now?
Ah, well, so I landed in April of this year, which is 2018, and I promised myself that I will work so hard that by April 2021, which is 3 years, I want to see my Canadian passport because that's when I would feel a true Canadian. And not just that, like in the span of next 3 months, I yes, I do want to have a better job and I do want to have my own house. Well, all these are like material stuff, but I do want to have a small circle of friends. Like sometimes even in such a big city like Toronto, it feels lonely. And because everyone is hustling, everyone is struggling, everyone is working and doing their own thing. And I get it, like that's what we all are here for. But at the end of the day, I want to have a nice family together. Family of not just having a husband or a child, but a family of friends. Like, didn't I tell you I'm starting all new, right? It's a reset. Like my parameters and my levels are all right now at 0. So it would be fun to watch how much that level has increased in terms of friends and happiness and love and of course money, house, cars maybe. And yeah, I want to get rid of this belly. I want to look fit. People here are so health conscious. I think I need to start eating healthy. Yeah.
Very good. 2, 1.
I am Canada.